welcome back to my channel. This is my third video about Instagram. If you haven't seen the earlier two, please watch them. This is going to be about all the things that Instagram launched and you do not know about. So if you want to find out, keep watching. So let's start by talking about the first update that Instagram has recently launched. It's about managing your following a lot better. So if you go on your following tab, I'm going to attach a screen recording right here. So there will be two categories of people that it shows. One is the category of people that you've interacted with the least, and two is the category of people most shown on your feed. So this way you can easily find out the people you interact with the most and the people you least interact with, and you can manage your following very easily. Moving on to the second update, a restricted account. So until now, all you could do to people who bullied you on Instagram or spammed you or made weird comments on your post is block people, and they would easily get to know. With this launch of a restricted profile, Instagram has tried to maintain social media bullying very easily. So basically what you can do is restrict this profile, and you can easily just see the comments that they're making on your profile, and they can also DM you, but technically that profile and their comments are not shown to the public. So it's very easy to restrict, and they don't even get to know that you've restricted them. Instagram has become very strict when it comes to bullying on social media. So moving on to the second thing that you can do on your Instagram app is actually use arrows in your stories now. So earlier, whenever I used to try and make arrows in my stories, it used to be very difficult because obviously our hand is not precise. So Instagram has recently launched this feature where you can go on your story and click a picture and just go on the pen tool. There is an arrow made here, click here, and whenever you draw a line, the arrow will be automatically made. This makes things a lot easier and also improves the aesthetic of your stories. So in case you're one of those people who loves making stories and loves the aesthetic in Instagram stories, this is one tool that you can use if you want to direct your audience to another platform or to something else that you want them to watch. So in case anybody of you has received a mail apparently from Instagram that says that there is some glitch in your account, or you will be blocked because of copyright issues, or we will verify you if you enter your username and password, we all know those emails are fake, but there are still some naive people who do not figure that out, and they do enter their password and username on that link and end up getting hacked. Guys, Instagram had a lot of issues regarding this, and they finally figured a way out. So there is a section on the app where you can easily go and check the emails that you get from Instagram. So you can cross-verify that the email that you've got in your email account is from Instagram or is not, and it makes it very easy for you to figure out if it's a scam or a phishing attack or not. So I will also attach a screen recording right here where you can check those emails. Basically, the email that are sent by the unknown parties are intended to trick you into entering your username and password on a link, and they will obviously try to hack you. Another thing that can help in your security, which I will keep mentioning for the rest of my YouTube video, is that two-step verification is very important. Last year my account got hacked, and in case you don't know how I got it back, I'm gonna attach the video right here. The only thing that I regretted not doing was to have a two-step verification on my account. It is basically like having an OTP that you get whenever somebody uses your debit card or you use your debit card. So every time somebody tries to log into your account, you on your phone registered mobile number will receive a code. That code has to be put so the person can actually log into your account, which is make sure before anything you do, just switch on the two-step verification on your account to prevent your account from getting hacked. So Instagram has also added another feature, which is age restrictions in your account. I do not see a lot of people using it, obviously, because you feel that if you put a restriction on the age that people can see your content, then your content visibility will be lowered, but it is very good for the accounts that are actually putting up content which is not suitable for certain ages. Also, Instagram obviously blocks all the content that is not suitable for the entire audience, but apart from that, any content that is not suitable for certain ages, make sure that you do use this feature so that Instagram tomorrow does not come firing at you about the kind of content you're putting and not even putting age restrictions on that. Click on settings, click on business, and then click on minimum age, and you can also set your ages based on location. So another update that Instagram has not been very open about is the created account. Now you can have 3 accounts. Either it's a personal account, a business account, or a created account. There was always a business account present. Now a created account is not much different from the business account, but the only edge it gives to the creator is to have an extra insight feature which shows the increase in your followers from day to day, or from week to week, or from month to month. That is one extra feature, and it also gives an extra feature in the DMs where you can actually segregate your DMs into primary and general. So every time I get a business DM, I usually put it into the primary section. If I am talking to a friend, I put it in the general section. So all my business and my general conversations are divided, and that is given to you in a creator's account. I'm not sure if it is present in the business account or not, but it is definitely there in the creator's account, and you can easily switch your profile the way you do it when you switch from a personal account to a business account. There's another option that says creator account. There's another very exciting update that creators asked Instagram to do after this lockdown began was that every time a creator did a live, you could either save it to the story for 24 hours and it vanished, or you could save it. Now there's an extra option in the live where you can actually share it to your IGTV directly. Somehow my profile does not give me an option to save the video. It only gives me an option to either share it to IGTV or delete the video, and I feel that there are some creators that are facing the same issue that I am. Another very different update that Instagram just recently launched was the dark mode. Some of the profiles were obviously selected for the beta testing and they directly had the dark mode, but there are some people who did not get it. But there is an option of switching from light mode to dark mode in your phone by going to settings, display, and then changing to night mode. It will switch your Instagram from being all white to all black. So another cute update that Instagram has launched is actually they changed the entire creators mode. So there is an option where you can go to create in your stories and do a lot of things. For example, I go to my story option, I need to add a story, I go to the create option, and instead of just tap to type, there are new options available where it says happy birthday. You can directly tag the person you want to wish. It also says add a GF to your story. Not a GF, lol. Add a GIF to your story, which directly adds a GIF. It has a what am I watching show where you can stream it option here, which makes it very easy for people in lockdown who want to know and get suggestions from a creator. There is an option where you can easily see the stories in which you're tagged, which is also very great. There is also an ask a question feature here. There is ask me a question feature here. There's a poll sticker, a question sticker. There is a tap to select a non-profit. Donations go to the non-profit. There is a donation sticker here, and there is a countdown sticker as well. Apart from that, Instagram has a lot of new updates in the stories. For example, if you want to click a photo, go in the section where you get GIFs and stuff. You also have a few stickers where it says Ghar pe raho, which is I am home for sticker, which is there is a food order sticker. There is a support small businesses sticker. Because of the circumstances, a lot of small businesses need support, so you can easily tag the business that you want to support in your story. There is also a thank you sticker where you want to thank somebody in this lockdown. You're feeling way too grateful, you can do that. There is also a challenge sticker because there's so many challenges going on to keep people busy. This sticker can easily be used in your story if you are taking up a challenge. So another feature that you may or may not know about is removing followers, which has been made easier. Earlier we used to just block followers and they used to get to know. Now the remove follow feature is very easy. All you got to do is go to your followers section, tap on the three buttons, and it says remove, and you can easily remove the follower without the person knowing in case you don't want them there. And it makes it very easy for you to remove your ghost followers, because if you have a lot of ghost followers, your content will be shown to them and they will not engage, through which Instagram will obviously figure out that your content is not worth engaging with, and it will lower your reach. So make sure that you use this button to actually remove all your ghost or inactive followers that you have. So another feature that we have is post to multiple accounts, where if you're doing a post, it gives you an option to post it to multiple accounts. So if you're logged down to 5 accounts and you want to do the post on all accounts, then make sure that you use that feature. It is there right before you post on Instagram. And there is also another feature on stories where you can post multiple pictures or videos together. So earlier when we used to post a story, we used to post one story, one picture or one video at a time, but now in case you want to save time, you can easily just post videos and stories together, and a lot of it. There's another option while you're posting something on Instagram, which is alt text. It is apparently for visually impaired people to have the same experience or get the same experience when they're using Instagram. It is not to say that this alt text is the same as the one we use when we establish SEO on a website, but imagine if you're posting a picture about Gossip Girl outfits, for example, which I'm going to post today. All you got to do is press on alt text when you're posting, type in Gossip Girl outfits and explain what the post is about, and imagine not even using that hashtag and still having that post rank on the same hashtags, Gossip Girl outfits. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but it might just work. So another very great feature that I'm excited about is actually IGTV being monetized. So Instagram recently announced that they're going to begin trying this feature out with certain big creators, where they will give the same option of monetizing your IGTV like YouTube does. And this is the first time Instagram is actually helping creators monetize their content through any way. And this is basically going to be 55% of the ads revenue going to the creators. It is a very exciting move, because it might just overcome YouTube if it's possible. And yeah, I'm very excited about it. So if you've not started doing IGTV up until now, this is your time. Just begin whenever you want, however you want, just begin. So another place that you want to visit on your app is your activity feature. It really helps monitoring your time on the app. It is your activity which shows the amount of hours that you spend on Instagram, and right now my screen time is 10 hours, so it really helps me to know how many hours I actually spend on Instagram, which helps me monitor my behavior and actually keep it on the low. So you can do that. I'm going to attach a screenshot here to actually show you where you can see that activity. So if you do tend to get action blocked a lot, there are a few steps that you should be following. There is a way of actually logging out of all the apps on the website you've given your Instagram authorization to. There is an option in the settings of Instagram where you can check the activity, where you can check the apps and the websites where your Instagram is logged into. And these apps and websites are very suspicious, and they do a lot of phishing exercises that keeps your account from being safe and also leads to a lot of action blocks. And you can directly just log out of them from the app itself, and go to the hamburger option on the top right corner, select the settings, and you go on security. There is an option where it shows apps and websites. You click on that and you directly log out of all of them. I've been recently told that if you have access to all of these apps and websites, it can really cause damage to your account. So make sure you do not give authorization of your Instagram to any of the suspicious apps, even for that matter if you're using an app for layouts, anything, or times to post. They usually take out data from your Instagram and also have a lot of privacy issues, so make sure you do that. So everyone who's been trying to get verified for the longest time, including me, Instagram gives you an option in the app that you can straight up apply for verification by giving your ID and your information, and Instagram will give you an update about it in a few days or weeks. And if you don't get verified, you can apply again within a span of 30 days. Instagram does give you that option within the app now. In the account section, you go on the hamburger option on the top right corner, go into settings, go into account, and there is an option of request verification. In case you do not know this is a very exciting thing, because I've always been scared of losing my Instagram and the data and the content that I've created all these years, and this one feature is something that I don't know a lot of people talking about, but it is very important. There is an option in Instagram where you can download your data. Up until now, it is a huge file. It will send you an email where you can directly download your data if you press that option, and the data will be available in your email for 4 days, just like WeTransfer used to keep a file available to you for 7 days. The same way Instagram data will be available to you for 4 days. Until then, you can download it from your email and have a backup of all the content that you've ever uploaded on Instagram. Another super cool update I want to talk about is the Instagram live Q&A. So up until now, every time you did a Q&A on your stories and you went live, you had to have your questions in hand and written, and then you needed to address those questions. But now Instagram Live has a new feature where there is an option of asking questions right in the live, and you can see all of those questions on the screen. So it makes a lot of sense for creators to use it now, and it becomes very accessible and easy for you to have Instagram lives in a very simple way. Another feature of IGTV that I recently discovered was a very great feature where you can change the preview of how your IGTV looks on your feed. You can simply just move around your picture or move around your video, and it shows you how the IGTV looks on your feed and how it looks to the people before the entire screen of IGTV is opened. And that's a very exciting feature that I want to talk about. The last thing that I want to talk about, it's not very important for creators, but for businesses,